Hello and welcome to my first video of 2026. To celebrate this occasion, as you could tell, it's the first video where I'm actually talking in it. I'm also going to be doing something that isn't like 3 minutes long for once in my life. In this video, well, you would know if you read the title, we're going to be ranking all the characters in bfdi, specifically Season 1. The contestants, that is. The announcer will not be on this list. So we're going to be doing the Season 1 contestants on this tier list from S to F. And rank them. This is specifically how they acted in Season 1. Like for Tennis Ball, I'm not going to take into account BFDIA, BFB, or T-Bot. Only BFDI. So, let's get started. Start with Blocky. Blocky's okay in this season. Not particularly interesting at all, really. You can have some funny gags, but like, he's just doing. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about him exactly. That's why he's going to C tier. Bubble, going from a 0 to an 100 with Bubble, instant A tier. Very, very good this season. Their stuff with Leafy was good. Their stuff with the Alliance was good. I just liked Bubble. They were pretty good. I'm glad they made it to the final 3. This is probably Bubble's best season, because their only other season is BFB. Quinny, B tier. He's not the Quinny that I really, really enjoy, which is the BFDIA Quinny and Onward. But, like, he's definitely still Quinny. I like his rivalry with Fiery enough. And that's pretty much all he does. It makes sense why he's a pre-merger. David, B tier. No, actually, A tier. David's funny. He's just not objectively, because comedy's objective. But he's just really funny, you know? When I think of funny BFDI characters, the first thing I think of is Yellowface. But the second thing I think of is David. Next, we go to Eraser. Again, similar to Blocky, just kind of a C tier. He doesn't really do much other than be impatient. Next, Fiery, easy A tier as well. I just really enjoy Fiery. I mainly like him because of his kind of stupidness. It doesn't really focus on it until BFDIA, which is, in my opinion, Fiery's best season. Well, second best. Actually, I think Fiery's pretty even quality wise throughout all the seasons. Yeah, he's pretty good. I like Fiery, and I'm glad he won. As for Flower, I don't like Flower in Season 1. She just feels kind of flat, especially compared to other Rude characters who already had quite a bit of depth, like Snowball, arguably Pencil, Pin, Golf Ball. I don't know why I said arguably. Pencil's just mean. Well, not just mean, but you know what I mean. Mean. D tier. I don't hate her, but I don't like her. I just don't think she's good. Golf Ball, B tier this season. Doesn't really get to shine because she's out early, but when she is on screen, she's entertaining enough. Not nearly as good as she becomes, especially in BFDIA, but still pretty solid. Ice Cube. This is Ice Cube's middest season by far. Well, he's tied with BFDIA for that. She's just nothing. She doesn't do anything other than say, "I want revenge." No, that impression sucked. Yeah, she's fine. Ooh, Leafy. This is really solid final 3. They're all in A tier. Yeah, Leafy, great. There's just nothing really to say. She's just nice and just a character to watch, you know? I liked her arguments. Her arguments with Bubble were fun. Her stuff with Flower for a bit was fun. I really like her friendship with Fiery, and while the setup for the Fiery and Leafy arc was really, really stupid, everything else about it's actually pretty good. But again, that we won't taking that into account. That's why Fiery and Leafy aren't in S tier, by the way. It's just the start of their arc is really stupid. Yeah. Match, D tier. I don't really like Match until BFB. She's it's kind of a worse pencil in season one in my eyes, and I wish she eventually grew out. I want to say she grew out of that in future seasons, but she really didn't. But again, that's future seasons problems, not BFDI's. She's just not very pleasant to watch. Needle C tier. What do I say about BFDI Needle? She does pretty much nothing except for the don't call me needy. Yeah, Penn. Honestly, he's for season one standards. Penn is an S tier. He is surprisingly good. It's been a while since I rewatched it, but the last time I did rewatch season one, Penn was like my favorite character. He just has a very unique drive. He's like one of the only ones that actually like really wants the prize. He's just very charismatic. There's not really a bad scene. Penn Island, comedy peaked right there, right when Penn said Penn Island. One top, honestly, top five jokes throughout the entire series. Pencil B tier. I find it really interesting that Pencil was the last character to ever in season one to ever get a vote. Not counting David. Actually, no, yes, counting David. Even counting David, Pencil was the last one because of those random votes David got. Like, I forget what episode it was in. I think it was during an Another Name elimination. I don't remember for sure. Like I said, it's been a while since I rewatched season one. Yeah, Pencil was pretty good this season. Pen, eh, actually gonna bump her up to B tier because I think she's fun with Leafy in her first scene, and her brief interactions with Woody were somewhat entertaining, but other than that, she just doesn't really do anything to stick out. Rocky C tier. Actually, yeah, C tier. Just same because this is one of Rocky's better seasons. I liked it when he talked. He was so much better when he talked. Like episode one, Rocky was like BFDIA one, probably one of Rocky's best episodes. Just because he actually talks and does stuff. I do enjoy him when he does that, but he doesn't do that for the rest of the season and gets really far. Yeah, C tier. Snowball, A tier. Someone this season's really cool because he's not just like the mean jock character, you know? I mean, he is, but he's more than that, you know? Based on his personality, he's normally just not that violent, pretty chill dude. But he does have a short temper, and he only really attacks people that have like attacked him back because the only he gets mad at really is golf ball. When I say mad, I mean like noticeably mad more than once. You know, and they kind of flanderized him in BFP to make him just angry and strong, and they unflanderized him in Teapot. But again, it's other future season stuff. It's kind of hard to talk about season one just by itself because it's so simple compared to everything that comes after it. You know, Spongy C tier. Spongy's presence in the season is cool. I don't dislike him at all, but doesn't really do anything to stand out either. Like a lot of characters on this list, you know, like Blocky, Eraser, Ice Cube. Yeah, everyone in C tier. Damn, there's so many C tiers. Teardrop is a non-character in the season. Like Ice Cube, Needle, Rocky, Spongy, like the C tiers. I can at least say they have a couple scenes that I like. Like I can genuinely enjoy. I don't remember anything Teardrop did this season. Really, she's a non-character. She exists purely to just exist and be there. I don't know. She serves no purpose to the season other than being a filler member of the Scrapes. She's the only scene I remember her in is when she was used as cannon fodder to keep Snowball a objectively better character in. That's all Teardrop does. D tier. So glad they gave her personality later. Tennis Ball. Tennis Ball, overall, is my second favorite character in the whole franchise. But he starts off at his worst season. B tier. You like Tennis Ball because BFDIA and Teapot, right? No one likes Tennis Ball because of BFDI. He's good, I guess, but like he's BFDI Tennis Ball. He doesn't really do much. He's still Tennis Ball. but not as tennis ball as future tennis balls. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't, like at all. Like I don't think that makes sense. And he just not he just doesn't feel like tennis ball that much, you know? Like all the other characters, except for like Teardrop, who objectively needed like a big glow up, I can still tell that they're the same character. Tennis Ball, other than like he's smart and nice, but that's like the most basic description of his personality. Oh, and last and actually least in the season placement, we have Woody B tier. I mean, he's not bad. Kind of annoying. Actually, I'm moving down to D tier. He's just kind of annoying. He doesn't really do much. Outside of just going after he's been at the bottom two like for the 50 billionth time. He gets way better in BFB, like way better. As for now, Woody's a D tier. I'm gonna take a brief pause to order the tier list, and when I get back, or when you after the cut, you should see the order tier list. So, see you. Okay, here is the order tier list. The side closer to the letter is how high they are. So Woody's the top of D tier, Flower's the bottom of D tier. Obviously, Pen is still the best, so he's the only one in S, but this is the order other than that. If you want me to make more videos like this, please like the video and subscribe. I know it's kind of yeah. I just want to get to 100 by the end of the year. That's my literally only goal. I just want to at least break 100 by 2027, which we're already halfway there, and it's very doable. I just really want to make it that far. If you and don't worry about the next episode of the unnecessarily large BFDI viewer voting. It will be coming out soon. Just due to BFDIE, I had to push it back to ask you guys if I should put the BFDIE characters in. You guys voted no on my community post, so I will not be adding them in. Uh, see you next time, I guess. But yep, yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.